Hello guys, it's gonna be Robots vs. Humanity Chapter 3 after 6 months of waiting. Thank you guys for waiting, for the ones who are still here. Yeah, epic. The undead soul. Sandman, Concrete Man, the robot leader is dead. These robots died from the incident at the lab from Part 4 and Robots vs. Humanity Chapter 2. Then the Azure laser gunners took their place. This is where, after the core exploded during the incident, this is how it caved in, basically, yeah. Okay. Anybody who wants to take screenshots, there you go. And then 2, it's raining. The lurkers. Undead guy. Then debris from the incident. Then humans. And then the human, which is from a different build that hasn't been seen yet or announced or anything. But it will be published to my YouTube channel very soon. And then we have guards, and basically the human is an evil guy. He bought the city, so he owns it, and now he owns this building where he keeps all of his swords because he's a collector of sword fights on the Heights swords, and he has all 8 swords, blah blah blah. And these guys didn't know that he was evil, so they thought the humanity people thought that he was a good guy, so they came here to form an alliance with him, but obviously he's evil, so blah blah blah. Then boom, part 3. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation mark. Muscle Legends. He originated from Muscle Legends. His strength is 100,000. These are the Grim Gold laser gunners, the Grim Gold soldiers, and a Grim Gold himself. As you can see, he has the Grim Gold Periastron. Then they came here where exclamation, exclamation, exclamation mark is, where his colony is. These are all strong people, but he is the strongest. Now moving on to part 4, back to the mountaintops. By the way, this is the rework for the Ninja Robot. Anyway, question mark, question mark, question mark. His energy is 100,000, and he is in this lore, he is as fast as Wally West. Yes, he could tie a race with Wally West. It just depends on who gets the head start and stuff. Then these are the Chart-Reuse laser gunners, and as you can see, Chart-Reuse is also here with them. Right here. No, this is Chart-Reuse. My bad. As you can see, he has the Chart-Reuse force field. And then these guys, for some reason, are kamikazing into the force field. Then his little beams, which broke a robot. Then this human is dead. And then these are the generals. The Red General, aka the Saw General, sawed this guy's eye down and broke his eyeglass and killed him. As you can see, a lot of blood. Then this guy punched him so fast that he actually punched his old torso off. And then the Green General, the Bacon, also punched his torso, but the general robots have more durability, so he didn't really break his torso or anything like that. So he wasn't able to get the kill, but he was able to defeat him pretty good. And now, moving on to the blue general, aka the ice general. He stabbed a human, but then got shot, and now he is dead. He is a dead general. He is cancelled from all other Robots vs. Humanity because he is dead. He is dead in the lore of Robots vs. Humanity. Now there's some more robots here. Then a big boom. And all this stuff. Now question mark is running up the wall to save this human, but obviously the yellow general, aka the lightning general, which stabbed him in the head, he obviously was able to get the kill before question mark could make it. As you can see, this is the last after image that he has. Basically, this guy was looking at him kill the person before he got exploded by the Omega soldiers, named after the Rainbow Omega Periastron. They are not the Rainbow Omega dude, but as you can see, they are the Omega soldiers. So 2 robots got killed, but unfortunately not the yellow general was killed by the explosion. Then more humans are coming up here. And then Dino up there, who is the original creator of Chapter 1, but then handed me 50-50 of the series. So now we both work on these builds. He is right there. As you can see. Yeah, so we both 50-50 worked on this, and now the other side of the mountain. So these humans are just approaching, and then this human pushed a robot off, and he's gonna fall into the beams right to his death. Then this person just took out some rage on this robot and actually punched his head off. This robot is just walking to fight this other guy. And then the ninja robot did a roundhouse kick and beat the heck out of this human. Then this human pushed this robot off too. And then this human just straight up ripped his head off. And then this human... My bad. I don't know if you're we probably are watching this, but that's my bad. Anyway, this one, he shot this guy or blasted this guy. Blah blah blah. Now he's dead. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this part. Now, moving on to the 5th part. The creator, the original creator of the robot leader, aka the first leader. The first robot. He is the creator of all the robots. So basically, what's going on in this fifth part is that he is trying to make an infinite robot creating machine called the robot generator, which can just infinitely generate robot parts, and then yeah, it'll just infinitely generate robots. But the humans came here to infiltrate and try and stop all this madness. And as you can see, after forming an alliance, this guy right here, basically Grimgold is just patting his shoulder because he's looking at the main character, which is quote unquote the brown Robloxian, because he's kind of suspicious of him because he survived basically the lab incident and he also survived basically getting stabbed. So he was kind of suspicious that he was working with the robots. But anyway, this is gonna be the first ever part to actually have rooms and stuff. So this is the best map ever, basically. So yeah, basically the screen and everything. And then this guy right here is just, you know, He is trying to collect fragments that the creator was working on to build his own custom periostron. And blah, 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 blah. And then we go on to the next room. This is the room where the robot generator is being worked on. As you can see, the main character, aka the brown Robloxian, kicked the tube and shattered it, so it couldn't generate through this conveyor to actually go through and generate the parts. Now, it was almost finished because, as you can see, the creator was working on this last part which connects to the tube, so it was almost about to be finished. But then the humans infiltrated and stopped this madness. He is not gonna die yet, but he is gonna be captured, asked questions, and then shot. That's basically what's gonna happen. Now, maybe thinking, why did I just leak the lore? Because, here's the thing. Why I leaked the lore? I wanted to tease you guys because, basically, he's not gonna die yet because he's too important of a character. You know, sorry to break the fourth wall, but he has some plot armor. But he is gonna be captured. I lied about him being shot. I made that up. But he is going to be captured. That's all I'm going to tease you guys with. So yeah, anyway. And then the red room, which is the procedure room, which also has the most valuable stuff and an exit in case of emergencies. Procedure room, he is trying to fix the first robot, aka the robot leader. As you can see in this image right here. Then the ninja robot was about to get killed. But, as you can see, this is an after image because he escaped. Yep. He's not going to get folded just yet. As you can see, he's still alive. And he escaped. Now, moving on to the very last part, which is part 6. I don't know, 8 on it. It is supposed to say 5, but it's supposed to be 6. Okay, so my bad. But anyway, as you can see, the undead soul has his phase 2 now. And this is Cyan, aka a cyborg, that is fighting with the humans. Singularity and Singularity phase 2, aka his inverted form. Then Omega soldiers and blah 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 blah. And Rainbow Omega himself is fighting against the undead soul this time. Now, Crimson immediately shot a laser, which is going to shoot down soon. But the Crimson, as you can see, he was right there. So they shot a bunch of lasers at him. But he weaved it, guess what? But then he immediately got shot right after. And then just taken down. And then got slammed into the wall because Cyan shooting him back here. Then Singularity literally kicked his nuts. And now he's like just straight up knocked out cold after this beam hit him. Then, Azur's right-hand man shot him like that. I don't know how it's like that. It should have hit there, but I guess it kind of bounced. So yeah, like that, boom, on. He's been knocked out already, but Singularity decided to do a final little kick after this beam, massive beam, just absolutely knocked him out cold. So yeah. And then, Singularity's up here too. That's where he jumped down from, as you can see. And here it is. The cliffhanger of Robots vs. Humanity, Chapter 3. This will be continued and be answered in the upcoming Chapter 4. Hopefully it isn't as long as a 6-month wait. I'm really sorry for that, guys. But it'll be okay. We're gonna build it eventually. It's gonna be a 6 or 8 parts chapter 4. So this character, I will not release his name yet, but I will in Chapter 4. Anyway, that is it for the most part. Like I said, big shout out to my good old friend Dino. He helped work with me on this. He is the original creator, but now we're 50-50. We're creating this series both. We're also not going to tell you when the, we're not going to tell you, what the last chapter will be, or when it will release, because we're not really sure when it's going to release, but we are going to be sure that, this is not the last chapter, especially because there was a cliffhanger, so, and he just did a backflip. This guy's cool. But yeah, we're not gonna let you guys down again, okay, so you can be sure of that. Another thing, it's hopefully, we're gonna try to make it less than a 6-month wait for you guys, because, we just kind of postponed it because we invented a lot of new characters behind the scenes, which will be invented, after the final chapter releases in a Google Slides. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.